Months after his alleged meeting with the Burmese executives. So this Burmese, they say, pronounce it Burmese, a real beautiful company. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the vote.
The good news is, for me, I'm here. The bad news for you is, I'm coming back.
I eat extra sharp, that's what I eat.
Sam, if I could just get this sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
Dub is a shit fuck, you know, cringe to her, etc., etc.
I liked beer. I still like beer. But I did not drink beer to the point of blacking out.
Seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
Yeah.
Is this thing on? Testing! Alert! 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 Is this thing on? I'm about to find out. Pressing the transition button. Whoa! Got a show, doing a program here. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today is April 10th, 2022. AD. Doing a show. So today is Sunday. Everyone knows what that means. Sunday! Yeah! Huh? Huh? Anyone there? No? Okay. So I got a program. I'm doing a show here today. I decided to do a program. I decided to do a show. And, decided to do a program today. How's everyone doing? Hey! Yeah. Doing a show. Huh. Wow. Like, I just turned the stream on and people show up. Anyway, welcome to the show today. I got a program lined up. Doing all right. I'm doing pretty great. Just, you know, just still here, still living. I'm alive. I'm alive, I guess, right? Like, I mean, sure. Yeah, so let's do the show. Where do I even start? I don't even know where to start. I don't know. Do I even want to do news today? I mean, I have like a bunch of news stories, but I mean, it's all like fucking... It's all like... Oh, new law. You have less rights than you did yesterday. Oh! New statement from a politician. They're crazy. Oh! More people dying. Oh, like, I don't know. Do I even want to do a new? You know, I'm not doing a new show today. Nope. I'm choosing not to. Just not doing it. So hello everyone. Welcome to the program. We're gonna do one of those shows where I do nothing. Debate you. What do you want to debate about? I don't know if I want to talk about fucking Bitcoin. Is that another day. Yesterday, I went to the Quantumverse. It's pretty cool. I was pretty fucked up yesterday, so I'm still recovering. I'm still trying to recover, trying to get back onto planet Earth. I came for the news. Realon, you are a fucking crybaby bitch. You're a fucking crybaby bitch. You come into my Doom stream. Oh, this isn't a speedrun. Now you come into my show and it's like, I came for the news. How about, here's a better idea? Hold up. Here's a better idea. How about this, Realon?
Do not come. Do not come.
How about that? Huh? Huh? Eh? Huh? Eh? Huh? Eh? Huh? Eh? Huh? Eh? Hmm? Huh? Hmm? Hmm? Huh? Hmm. 75% of Americans chronically dehydrated. 75% chronically dehydrated? Isn't that fucking crazy? 75 motherfucking percent of American citizens don't know how to drink water. Look at this. Tutorial. How to drink water. Check this out. %, they can't do it. They can't do it. They're fucking dumb. What did their parents fucking teach them? Are they orphans? Are 75% of Americans orphans? Did they have no parents? How the hell are we as a society raising motherfuckers that don't know how to drink water? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Who is producing these fucking creatures is my question. Who is producing these organisms is my question. And, you know, that's all I got. Talk about trains. I don't know if I'm going to talk about trains. I don't think I will. I mean, I like trains. They're better than cars. I hate cars. I'd rather talk about how I hate cars. Fuck cars. And I'm not talking about the goddamn Disney Pixar movie. No. I'm talking about the electric, or I guess, I mean, both the electric and the combustion. Just the vehicle, like the car, right? Like you drive and go vroom. Fuck cars. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Fuck cars. Am I right? Chris C., are you a new friend of mine? Decades of corporations telling parents they are bad people if they don't give their kids corn syrup. Goddamn fuck. Fucking in the goddamn. Hello, Chris C., welcome to the chat. Lurker? This motherfucker's lurking, like in the shadows. Motherfucker's hiding in a bush, just waiting. Hiding in my closet, like I go in there to get my hat. And then this motherfucker's gonna pop out, lurking. Wow, that's fucking... Holy shit. Fuck. So, I don't know. I spent my morning. I took a walk this morning. I got home. I started reading the news. I wasn't really reading anything yesterday in the news. I did mushrooms yesterday. And it was pretty intense. So, kind of, you know, did not interact with society much yesterday, but I was reading the news this morning and it's like more black people getting shot and killed by cops. Wonderful. More anti-trans and anti-gay legislation. Wonderful. More anti-abortion legislation. Wonderful. More mass shootings. There was like 3 mass shootings yesterday. Like I'm sitting in my bedroom watching cartoons, doing drugs. Meanwhile, there's like 3 mass shootings in this country. This is why I don't leave the house. Except this morning when I left the house to go on a walk. It's fucking crazy. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, like, I got a whole whole tab window worth of news to cover. I just, not really feeling it. It's just bad vibes. I gotta escape the bad vibes. I gotta get into the good vibes. Good vibes only. Country. More like country. Ha! Ha! It's just that good. I'm just that good. Let's check this. Let's turn this into a question and answer. Question and answer. So you give me question, I give answer. Does anyone have questions or answer? Or just question? I have a quest. How do you feel about tacos? Yesterday, I had Taco Bell. I was about to say, like, last week. I mean, I guess technically yesterday was last week. But yesterday I had Taco Bell. Now, whether or not you would consider Taco Bell tacos, that's another question. But I had Taco Bell yesterday. And, goddamn. But tacos, I'm pro taco. I'm significantly in favor of tacos. The thing I like about tacos is it's a platform for something much bigger. Right? Like a sandwich. You can do whatever you want with a sandwich. A taco is a sandwich, by the way. Controversial opinion. Tacos are sandwiches. They're good. I like them. Question, what's the news? Don't worry about it. Question, how hot are you? 11 out of 4. What was my first trip on shrooms like? I actually have a video that I made the morning afterward. If you want to go back and watch it, I believe it would be January 16th, 2021. I think. Unless I'm getting my dates wrong. But what was it like? I mean, well, the big aspect of it was my life flashed before my eyes. I thought that I was dying. I felt like I did die. And then I came back. That was the big thing. But, yeah. I tried to play video games. Didn't work. I ran around the house until I got stuck on the couch for what felt like 15 years. And I thought I was dying. I felt the blood drain from my body. And then I woke up. Pretty cool. Answer, please. Oh, God. I can never think of questions when it's the right time. Oh, no. When did I first do drugs? At age 21? On my 21st birthday, actually. Unless you count... Like, do you count sugar as a drug? I mean, I don't know. I'd count sugar as a drug. If that's the case, like, age 1. But... my first drug was alcohol. And I tried that on my 21st birthday. I've been trying dating apps recently for the first time. And everyone's profile says they like tacos. Tacos are very popular, apparently. I mean, good luck with that, though. Do you do Twitch streams? No, I do not. My answer. I'm probably going to exercise and then take a shower. Good answer. How dare you? Yep, you're an 11 out of 4. That's right. Can I answer Cloud's question? Did Cloud have a question? What's the news? Oh, fuck you, Rielon. God damn it. I got trolled. My fave Nick Cage movie. That's a rough one. And a tough one. The first one that comes to mind, I want to say, is National Treasure. Because I remember watching it in school. Because one of my teachers had the bright idea for the last week of school to just, like, force us to watch National Treasure, like, 5 times. So I watched it, like, 5 times the last week of one of my school years. I forget which one it was. But I know that that's not my favorite, but that's just the first one that comes in to my brain. My favorite, I want to say Mandy. Mandy might be my favorite Nick Cage movie. It's just, Mandy is incredible. I mean, I cannot recommend Mandy enough. Mandy is an insanely good movie. It's a 10 out of 10. In my opinion, if you haven't seen Mandy, you're basically an incomplete person. Yeah, I'm going to go with Mandy. You seem like an expert. It's just I do shrooms every week, and I have basically been doing them every week since I did them the first time. So I've probably done them well over 50 to 100 times. How does it feel to be Jesus? Feels pretty good. To be or not to be? I'm going to go with to be. Did I unlock any new moves? Yes. All of a sudden, I can jump kick with extreme accuracy. Question, why wasn't Nick Cage in The Matrix? That's a good question. How the fuck are you? Pretty decent. Thanks. My luck has been very bad so far. Well, all you need is one, right? What movies should be remade with Nick Cage? That's a good question. So, is this like a movie with Nick Cage that needs to be remade, or a movie without Nick Cage that needs to be remade with Nick Cage? So, I'm going to go with the Muppet movie. I think the Muppet movie needs to be remade or remastered with Nick Cage. That's going to be my answer to that question. Underrated early Nick Cage movie, Valley Girl. I gotta watch it. It's on my list. Do crack one time. I've never done crack. I cannot recommend brandy enough. I've never had brandy. Mildly serious question. How do ANCOMs plan to seize the means of production from the current capitalist owners? I don't know how to speak on behalf of people that are not me, but you can ask me how I feel about that. I think unionizing is the number one important thing that we could do in the here and now. That, you know, doesn't involve potentially going into a steel cage for the rest of your life. Isn't every week way too frequent? Nah. Sometimes I do it twice a week. What's up, Courtney? Welcome! This is a goddamn question and answer. Doing a Q&A. Crack? What is going on? I've never done crack. Remake Forrest Gump with Nick Cage. I've never seen Forrest Gump. Imagine Inception with Nick Cage. You like asking me about drugs? Well, once again, I do not recommend anyone do drugs. Quit that shit. Quit what shit? Favorite drug? Well, it depends on how we quantify favorite. most used marijuana, I'd say. Like, I you know, usually every day for me. But favorite might be the mushroom. I just do it less often. Look at the pinned. I've been on Bumble for a week. Only one match. They seem cool and have colorful hair, but hasn't gone anywhere yet. Tinder has terrible UI, and I've matched with more people, mostly scammers. Here's the ultimate test. Capital lock. What you need to do, hear me out. What you need to do is when you meet someone, like on your first date. This is first date advice with Andrea Rovenski. That's me. Okay, so on your first date, you need to sit down wherever you're doing. Sit down, you know, order your food. I don't know what you're fucking doing. Walking through the park, whatever. Get past like the first part. And once there's like a break in the conversation, you know, awkward pause for like 20, like no one knows what to say. Then, this is like a perfect strategy. Okay, so wait for that moment. Then, ask them. So have you ever heard of Above It All? Now, if they say no, consider walking away. But if they say no, but they go, what's that? Then you tell them. And then you spend the rest of your first date talking about me. And that's going to get them because I'm cool. So they're going to know that I'm cool. And then they're going to think, oh, but if this person knows about that cool person, they must also be cool. It's a win-win. I don't know what to say. It's that easy. My mind is blank. I'm just staring at the wall right now like Joe Biden. Oh, no. Okay, bud, you're done? That's true. I'm done. My cousin told me to download Hinge. Fucking Hinge. What the fuck is Hinge? Is that a dating app? Yeah, so where'd you meet? Oh, we met on Hinge. Cap. You know what? You got it. Will do. It's a guaranteed victory. Guaranteed victory. Is Jared a narc? Probably. Me getting a girlfriend is an unachievable goal. Me getting you a viewer might be within the realm of possibility. See, that's a good attitude. Fucking Hinge. I'm gonna look up Hinge. I should do like a fucking bit where I make a dating profile. Hinge. Like just do it live on stream and then let the viewers describe me and then that's what I'll put in there. Hinge is built on the belief that anyone looking for love should be able to find it. It's also built on the acclaimed Nobel Prize winning algorithm. ... Hinge. It's also built on an acclaimed Nobel Prize winning algorithm. What is it? Okay, so hold the phone. So we got Hinge. Check this out. So we got Hinge. This is Hinge. This is their website. Hinge is built on the belief that anyone looking for love should be able to find it. Okay. Good idea. It's also built on an acclaimed Nobel Prize winning algorithm. You'd think they would tell you what the algorithm is. How do I know? Anyone can just say it's built on a Nobel Prize winning algorithm. Which algorithm? So we can succeed in getting you on promising dates, not keeping you on the app. What the fuck is the algorithm, though? How we do it? Let's find out. At the heart of Hinge, we want anyone looking for love to be able to find it. See, I like the little... That's good. Relationships with so what's the algorithm? But what's the algorithm? How do we do it? We share, never hide our words. Breakthroughs require a willingness to take risks. What the fuck? We're all humans. What the hell? But what's the algorithm? Designed to be deleted. Hinge exists to help our users find love. We do that by setting up great dates. Okay, but how? What's the algorithm? Radical trust. Well, you're not even telling me what the algorithm is. How the fuck can I trust you? You're not even telling me what the fuck you're doing. We are trusted to own our projects. We are trusted by who? Who is trusting these people? I don't know. We maintain that trust through open communication. Well, open communication, I'm very skeptical. We set big, audacious goals and take risks to achieve them. Failure and learning from it is a part of the model. Well, I agree with failing. I think failing is important. Everyone needs to fail. We create principles to get clear on what matters and why. Well, to me, what matters is finding out what the fuck this Nobel Prize winning algorithm is. That's what I want to fucking find. Principles help us move faster, resolve conflicts. Why are there conflicts? We are team players who embody our core values. Can I sign up? Can I get employed by Hinge? How do I fucking get a job at Hinge? Once here, we show with our co-creators of Hinge. Can I get a job at Hinge? The Hinge difference. Okay, so here's the difference. Our approach. So what's the algorithm? Okay. Be picky. Answer 3 prompts. Okay. No anonymous likes. We show you who has liked you. Okay. Do I have a comm sci degree? I dropped out of high school. Matchmaking algorithm. All right. Hinge uses a Nobel Prize winning algorithm. What is it? So once again, they're mentioning that this fucking shit won a Nobel Prize. For what? What won the prize? What was the prize for? That helps you go on better quality dates, not just more dates. You're 8 times more likely to have a great date with your most compatible suggestion, aka the people who you're most likely to have a mutual chemistry with. But what's the algorithm? What the fuck is the algorithm? It's a Nobel Prize winning algorithm. Hold up. I gotta Google this. Hinge algorithm. Gale Shapley algorithm. Okay, Gale Shapley. I had to look that up because that's not on the website. So it uses the Gale Shapley algorithm. Okay. Reply reminders. We let you know when it's your turn to reply. Well, that's great for someone who's autistic. You know, I never really know. Should I reply yet? Should I wait like 5 minutes? You know, like the thing that they do is like, oh, you don't want to reply right away. You want them to, you know. So should I wait 5 minutes every time? Well, I don't need to have these questions because they're going to remind me. They're going to tell me when to reply. That's good. Smart matches. We ask about your dates to learn your type so we can introduce you to the right people. Wow, this is crazy. All right. How we do things. Hinge is obsessed with principles. It's got a fucking 114 images? What the fuck? What is this, a goddamn book? This is a goddamn book. This is a whole fucking book. Why? What is anyone gonna read this book? No one's gonna read that. We're hiring. Oh shit. They're hiring. All right, we're getting a job at Hinge. Find openings. Let's go. Android engineer, can't do it. Data engineer, can't do it. Director of can't do it. Engineering manager, can't do it. Engineering manager, can't do it. iOS engineer, don't know how to do that. Senior engineer, senior iOS, I can't do any of these. Wait, director of customer experience, hold on. Okay, hold on. Director of customer experience. I could do that. I could direct people's experiences. Product, operations, can I do any of this? Marketing. Influencer marketing manager. I'm an influencer. I can influence. People. Senior people specialist. What? I'm a specialist in people. I love people. I'm a people person. That's how people would describe me. Okay. So, and finance director, I can direct finances to my bank account. Hey! Huh? Anyway, this bit is expired. All right, back to the questions. What do we got? We got questions, okay? Goddamn Hinge. What would you do to stop an innocent woman being murdered by the state of Texas? I cannot answer that question on a stream. I'm sorry. Tyler Hackner. Actually, I'm quite nerdy. They give prizes for algorithms, apparently. Really, though, any rare match I get might be a good potential viewer for you because I put ANCOM looking for hard leftist. That's what I should put on my profile. Yeah, that's right. I'm an ANCOM looking for a hard leftist. Am I right? Yeah. I mean, the romantic mutual aid. As long as they're a hard leftist. Let's go. That's a good idea. Capital Akalakalu to do. But yeah, that's, you know, bring him to the stream. Bring all the hard leftists you got. Bring every single one. QA analyst? I don't even know what that means. Oh, question and answer? Because I can do that. I'm doing that right now. I can do questions and answers. We should all try to apply for Hinge. Let's get the Above It All community network to all apply for Hinge. We're gonna work on Hinge, and then we're gonna unionize Hinge. I can do questions and answers. I'm a people person. I can direct people. I know what QA means. I'm just fucking around, but thank you. I was looking for a data engineer for a while. Why? Do you have a company? Cloud, are you rich and famous? Bear in mind that Mother Teresa and Henry Kissinger won the Nobel Prize, y'all. That's crazy. That's what Google says. Google tells you to look for hard leftists. I gotta get on Google. What would happen if I searched hard leftist on like Pornhub? I can be their proofreader. I can't be their proofreader. I got dyslexia. I can't proofread for a son of a bitch. Would you look into the innocence of death row inmate Melissa Lucio? Can you DM me something about that so that I have the reminder later? Quick ass. I'm not a very good technology manager. Well, why are you, if you're not very good, why are you managing technology? Check this out. I'm about to manage some technology. So I got this phone, right? And there's a technological connection. And I'm about to manage this connection. Look. I managed it. I managed to unplug it. Hey! Am I right? I'm hard and a lefty. Damn. That's crazy. I'll be hard when I'm dead. Does that count? I don't think so, but honorable mention. I will DM you about Melissa Lucio. We've got 17 days to stop Greg Abbott from murdering this innocent woman. Okay? I'll look into it. Come on, give him question and answer. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Bang them out. Lightning round, lightning round, lightning round. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go, 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 go. Oh, these motherfuckers right to the trans question? Ugh. How and when? See, that's the thing. I don't know how to answer that question. Because there's no like point where it's like, aha! You know, it's a slow development over time. I would say the earliest, looking back in the retrospective angle and lens, probably like 4 years old. You know, and it was mostly just, just never really felt comfortable with the whole boy thing. Eesh. Can you imagine? But when did I decide to do anything about it? When I was 21? And really, it was just a financial thing. I became financially capable of doing so, and so I did so. Abolish the death penalty, I agree. Why is Ben Burgess? I saw Ben Burgess, like, posting cringe again about how, like, someone got fired for, like, harassing people. And, like, I don't know, man. It's fucking rip. I mean, fucking rip. That guy's, like, I don't even know.
Dumb as a shit fuck, cringe tour, etc., etc.
Why did I drop out of high school? I had a lot of illnesses. When I was younger, a lot of health issues. So for me, I didn't go to school half the time. So I was given an ultimatum by the school. Now keep in mind, I didn't fail classes in the sense that I didn't know the info. I distinctly remember failing one of my science classes with over 100 points. And the only reason I failed was because of attendance. My school didn't believe that I was sick. They thought I was faking it. And they thought that all the doctor's notes we were providing were fake. So instead of calling the doctor to verify them, they just accused us of being fake. So they gave me an ultimatum, forced me to fail 9th and 10th grade, and said either if you want to graduate high school, we'll have to go until 13th grade. I had a surgery, by the way, when I was in 10th grade. And so they said either you have to do a 13th year or whatever, or do summer school. And I said, no, fuck you. And I dropped out because I already knew everything anyway. I failed the classes with at least the lowest score I got in something was 80 points. So I'm not, pretty dumb. So I just decided, I said, fuck you. And that was the start of me being anti-authority. What was that story that you retweeted in MI? There was a police shooting and murder in Grand Rapids. Another situation where an unarmed black man was murdered by the police. I was going to talk about it today, but I just don't feel like doing news today. What should we replace cars with? We should replace cars with trains, but also we shouldn't have cars for intra-city travel. I think all cities should have cars banned. Maybe cars in between cities, maybe. But if you want to walk around a city, you should park your car at the edge of the city and the whole city should be pedestrian friendly. And for people that, have disabilities and they can't walk or whatever, we should have the little carts available like we do at Walmart. That kind of shit. It's no problem. But the idea of having big ass cars, fuck them. We should completely redesign every city in this country. And if we want to keep cars for intercity travel, feel free. But intra-city travel, all cars should be banned and replaced with, even just those fucking things at the airport, the fucking walkways. We could do those walkways everywhere. Imagine, you can run down the walkway and you got a fucking speed boost. You got a power up in a video game and now you're going fast. Why are we alive? Now that's a good question. Why are we alive? Because there was a series of really bad decisions by all of our individual ancestors. A series of horrible decisions that led to this. I can't explain it. I don't know. But I remember the exact moment I realized, oh wait, I'm gay. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, It's a complicated thing. Why is Jimmy Dore? Why is Ben Burgess? Those are also really good questions. A series of very bad decisions. What about frogs? Frogs are cool. I'm pro frog. How many cringe tours has Ben Burgess led? At least 4 that I've documented so far. Yeah, Ben Burgess loves to, like, ignore every trans issue ever. The only time Ben Burgess talks about trans issues is when he's defending a transphobe who, like, faced any criticism online. Like, discussing Alabama banning healthcare for trans people. I sleep. Someone got made fun of online for, like, wishing ill to trans people. Oh no, I'm so offended. It's just deeply, deeply embarrassing. What happened on my worst trip? I don't know how to describe what a worst trip was. I don't know. I mean, I guess the worst one might be the first one where I felt like I was dying. But I don't know how to qualify that as worst. Like, in my opinion, like a linear bad good spectrum it's impossible to place in the mushroom experience, right? Like, you need like at least 84 of those in like some spherical, graphical, I don't know. But I took 3 grams the first time I ever did them, and that fucked me up. Is college worth it? Nah, fuck that shit. I'm a community college student. Nah, fuck that shit. Your degrees are pointless. The only reason to go to college is if you genuinely like to learn and you're good at the school experience. I love to learn, but I hate being around people. I hate learning at specific times. I went to community college for a little bit, for a semester. Did not like it. I hated it even. I can't learn at fucking 8 in the morning. The idea of having to schedule my whole day around learning. Like, oh, when do I get to learn? I'd rather just open up a book in my house, right? Fuck college. Fuck community college. Fuck school. That's fucked. I agree. I don't know what you're referring to, but it's probably something I agree. He's going to continue to pretend to be some kind of ally. It's an extremely poor taste for him to do anything other than sink into the hedges like Homer. Yeah, I mean, I just don't get it. Like, it's just like, Ben Burgess needs to, I think, do more drugs. I really think his ego has run away and has consumed almost everything that he does is like consumed by like some sense of righteousness in his own brain and ego. Like, the motherfucker needs to trip. I'm telling you this right now. I'd love to be there with him while he's doing it. But like he's got like a running narrative in his head, and every statement that he makes is like, it's like part of this grand narrative. Like, every time you push back on anything he does, he goes back into the grand narrative of, oh, but I've worked so hard. I've written for Jacobin, and I've written for Jacobin, and I'm such a good leftist. I wrote a book. I wrote 2 books, and it's like when you get criticized, and your immediate reaction is like, oh, well, you didn't read every article I've ever written. Well, that's your fault. You can't criticize. It's the Sam Harris thing. Like, I mean, I don't know, like, at least Sam Harris, like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on with Sam Harris, because I know Sam Harris does psychedelics, and he's still like that, so maybe there's just, like, a certain problem in the brain, but, like, every time you slightly criticize Ben Burgess, it's like, don't you know that if you look at the world like a zero-sum game, if I told people that Jacobin, and it's like, oh, but I wrote this article, it's like, no one cares about your article. I'm a Jacobin subscriber, but honestly, like, I subscribed to Jacobin many years ago, and I paid for like a several-year subscription. I don't know if I'm going to renew it because Jacobin's been seriously disappointing. Like, since the primary ended, Jacobin's like been very, very, very disappointing on almost everything. So, but maybe I'll run out the subscription. Anyway, that's Ben Burgess. Fuck authority, I agree. How did they fail you for 2 grades at once? Like I said, I had a surgery when I was in 10th grade. And so they had failed me for 9th grade, but I got the surgery like, you know, 2nd semester in 10th grade. So they had already decided. It was, I don't know, it was like the school ended in like late May, right? So, and I got the surgery in like April. So didn't have enough time to catch up, in their opinion. So that's what started that. Is Ben Burgess acting dumb as a shitfuck to get your attention because he wants you to punish him on YouTube? I mean, if Ben Burgess really had like an elaborate femdom fetish, I mean, okay, I'm into it. Yeah, fuck college. School doesn't teach you what you need to know how to survive life. They will teach you the opposite of what you need to know. They will give you mis and disinformation. I had that happen to me in school too. Too many absences. I mean, the whole thing is just the whole construction of school. I just disagree with it. Disagree with it. If I could live anywhere in the world / universe, where would that be and what time period? Oof. Well, I mean, I would love to say, I would love to live on Titan, the moon of Saturn. But like, could I live on Titan? Like, I don't know. Maybe it'd be cool. If you're asking me about time periods. The thing is, like, I don't know, like, do I have to, like, be a trans person in these time periods? Because if so, that, like, erases, like, 99.9% of, like, human history. Like, can I, like, be transported and have, like, you know, some slight adjustments? You know what I mean? Like, because if that's the case, like, I want to go to the future, you know? But also, how can we predict the future? Like, I want to live in the year 74,515 AD. Well, I don't know what the fuck that's going to look like, so I don't know. But if we ignore the fact that I would be killed instantly in 99.9% of human history, probably including, like, now, in a way, for being trans, then maybe ancient Egypt. I'm super into Egypt. Some would even say I'm an Egyptologist. Soon to be. All right, I'm going to try the lightning round. I hate having to drive. I've never driven a car. Ideally, I would never drive a car. And I also don't eat meat. So, as far as, like, the good girl points are concerned, like, I'm doing pretty good. Y'all motherfuckers driving cars, eating chickens, eating fucking cows, eating pigs. You know, pigs are smarter than dogs. Y'all are some crazy-ass bitches. Cars should be replaced by rollerblades and cool glasses. I agree. And skateboards. Absolutely. Great idea, especially for people with mobility issues. Yeah. Walkable cities? Hell yes. Walkable cities. I love it. I hate having to, like, walk on the side of a highway and I can't have a conversation with someone right next to me because the fucking cars are driving so fast and loud. What animal does Ben Burgess most remind you of? I'm going to say a pigeon. Because whenever you try to get close to him, he flies away. Put that on a book jacket. A scary trip. I mean, that's the thing, is scary. It's hard. It's really hard. Like, I don't know if you've ever done them, Courtney, but it's really difficult to nail something down on, like, a left-right spectrum. Because, like, I would say every trip I have is scary. At some point, you know, and like when the scary part comes, it's horrifying and terrifying. But like then afterwards, it leads to something that's better. So it's like the scary was part of the experience. I don't know. It's just I experience every emotion. I don't know what a bad trip is. Like, people, I describe my first experience to people, and they tell me that sounds like a bad trip, but, yeah, I mean, I felt like I was dying. It was scary. It was, like, anxiety overload. But when I came out of it, I was feeling pretty good, and I felt better for having survived such an experience. So I don't really know what a bad trip is. I mean, I guess it's theoretically possible you could just be uncomfortable and somehow not like reach any like kind of like grand experience on the other end of it. Maybe, I don't know, like if you go to sleep or something, and I don't know. I've never, any bad trip I've ever had has always been good at the end of it. So I have a PhD and then I got a master's in something else. Definitely agree it's not for everyone. And while I need 2 degrees for what I do, they have some serious issues. Andrew, is there any way you could like give us degrees? Like, can we like take your class and you give us like a free tuition? Like, is it like, are you like a doctor? Like, you know, how you can like give anyone a prescription? Could you just like pretend to like teach us a bunch of things and pass us so that we can all get degrees? Or would you go to jail? Ben Burgess is still a pretty decent guy. See, loved him on the Michael Brooks appearances. See, that's where I found Ben Burgess, was from TMBS. But I contend that he's not still a pretty decent guy. Like, the thing about him is this so bizarre. Is like, he hates me because, like, I use curse words too much. Yet, like, you watch his appearances on TMBS, and they're calling people stupid motherfuckers all the time. Like, I don't know. For me, like, I would say TMBS is a good inspiration for this show. But I really enjoy offensive humor. I really enjoy mockery. And in my opinion, that was what made the Michael Brooks show so interesting, is that it was openly in favor of mockery. It was openly in favor of offensive comedy. And now Ben Burgess says that he doesn't respect anyone that does offensive comedy now, apparently, unless it's Dave Chappelle. If the offensive comedy is offensive for minority groups, it's great. But if it's offensive for me personally, then I'm triggered. I don't know, man. I think he's lost the plot. I think he has no mission statement. I don't think Ben Burgess has a first principle of any kind. And I think he's got a lot of holes. I started playing more Doom because of you. That's good to hear, Rachel. I love Doom. I gotta upload the Doom speedruns. I had one hell of a weekend, let me tell you. Join the army? No way. I'm the same way, though. My school is progressive and based. I wish my school was progressive and based. I like learning and researching on my phone and computer at home. Same. Retired by 30, use GI benefits to go for free to school. Yeah, I'm not doing that. More like crap, Obin. What? It's absurd to suggest I could harbor transphobia. I'm a leftist. Don't join the military. The government owns you for life. Yeah, fuck the military. Fuck Burgess. When people show you who they are, believe them. My opinion on Burgess is I think Ben Burgess is on a trajectory. Like, he is driving somewhere, right? He is on a path. And I think my position on him is I do think it's genuinely possible to get him to, like, turn around. Like, for someone like Glenn Greenwald, that possibility may have existed, maybe, possibly, like 5 to 10 years ago. But at this point, like, Glenn Greenwald is a solid right-wing, Nazi-adjacent lunatic, right? Like, the same thing with, like, Jimmy Dores, right? Like, I don't think Ben Burgess is there yet. And so that's why, like, that's my particular reason for criticizing him in the way I do, is I genuinely think it's possible for him to course correct. Now, am I holding hope out? Is this like a grand experiment for me? No. But every couple of weeks, if I see him say something stupid, I might respond to it. Because I don't know how someone can go from the Michael Brooks show to, oh, you use swear words at me, I hate you forever now. Even though you apologized, and I accepted your apology, I told you to your face that it's okay, I'm still pissed off about it. I can't. Like, I'm willing to maybe go back and watch all of his TMBS appearances and make a supercut of every time he's insulted every other person that he's ever done. Because I remember distinctly him insulting people all the time. Like, so he's just like, it's selective outrage, it's selective, like, amnesia. I don't know how you can go from something like the Michael Brooks show to, like, ultimate pearl clutcher civility politics. Oh no, you used a word that's not in the approved dictionary of words. It's naughty. Oh, it's naughty words. I cannot wrap my mind around that shit. New Mexico is free college and medical marijuana. That's awesome. Psychedelics just make some people more megalomaniacal. Megalomaniacal? Like Megalomart from King of the Hill? I thought it was megamaniacal. Megalomaniacal? I don't know, man. I guess, yeah. I guess. My opinion, though, they need to do more. You know? Ben Burgess has seriously said that recently? Because I got him to admit that that's not true on my show. And he admitted that it's not true on David Feldman's show. So he's just backtracking. I don't know. It's such a weird... Like, it's very possible that Ben Burgess is firmly in the trajectory that he's on and he cannot course correct. Like, it's very possible. And I'm just like, maybe I've got some blinder on. Because, again, I first heard of him from TMBS, which I don't know if you've ever seen TMBS. It's a great show. Go subscribe to the Michael Brooks Show channel. They do the re-airs still, which are worth watching. I mean, it's a fantastic program. Like, I think that one of the hugest problems in left-wing culture is the lack of being able to take a joke. Like, I hate the joke police bullshit. And I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm not writing books about how joke police is the worst thing in the world, but I think that the ability for a leftist to be able to be funny, I think, is very rare. In my opinion. At least in online media, right? Like, you know, a lot of funny people are left-wing, but they're funny first, right? And the funny stuff doesn't motivate their politics, you know what I mean? Like, I would say most comedians are probably to the left, right? But, like, they're either they're apolitical out of fear or because, you know, whatever. So I think it's a very rare thing to be funny and extremely politically active and be able to make learning about politics enjoyable and entertaining and funny. I think that that's a very rare thing. Ben Burgess actually meet and talk with the trans person off-camera challenge. Impossible. Fun fact, a lot of PhD training is figure out how to do this yourself. I'm busy? I bet. To my dismay, I've seen so many transphobic leftists. It is disgusting. I thought... It's impossible. Yeah, you can't be you put quotes in it, right? But it's impossible to be transphobic and a leftist. You are a Nazi. It's that simple. If you consider yourself a leftist, oh, I'm a socialist. You know what I mean? If you're a socialist, but only for the people in your special group, that's fascism. What were the Nazis doing? Killing everyone but them, stealing all of their things, and then giving all of their people the most out of the government? That's fascism. If you don't care if trans people get killed, and then you're going to steal the trans people's items and their role in society and their place in society, and all of their homes, and all of their families, and all of their art, and you're going to steal that and use it for yourself, that's fascism. I mean, it's just plain and simple. You cannot be a socialist and think that black people existing is woke. I've seen this too, right? That like the so-called socialist that's anti-Black Lives Matter. It's like, what? How? What? No, I'm a socialist. Economically. Huh? There's only one kind of socialism. There's only one kind of leftism, and it's intersectional. Everything else is fascism. I woke up late again. Goddamn. Motherfucking zero. Alright, I'm like way behind. Oh my god, I'm like way behind. Holy shit. Okay. I understand attendance for accountability, safety, but not to punish. Yeah, I think the whole attendance thing in school, safety, sure. But yeah, I mean, they were sending truant officers to my house. Again, because they devised this conspiracy theory that like we were like myself and my single mother were faking doctor's notes or something. I don't know, man. And they sent like cops to my house several times, and it's like, why don't you just call the fucking doctor? Like, I've had like, you know, I had chronic illness from like age 5 all the way up until I was 15. So it's like, I don't know, there's 10 years of medical records. Every, like, my elementary school, it was like that, like, I was chronically absent from school from elementary, middle school, high school. So the idea that they, like, that their first instinct was to send cops to my house to try to, like, threaten to arrest my parents, or parent, is just ridiculous. Yeah, I hate cops, I hate schools. It's just, I want to have a conversation about how to make schools better, but as schools are constituted right now, I think they're prisons. I think that it's inherently authoritarian, and I don't think there's really any value to school other than a social experience. Which, because I was not in school often, I did not have many social experiences at all. I was born 500 years too early. I agree. I heard that in Egypt the trans were accepted. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that we can talk about in Egypt. Queerness was definitely something that has a lot of roots in Egypt. But also note, Nazis loved Egypt. Adolf Hitler loved Egypt. And reminder, during the 20s, 30s, and 40s, well, mostly during the 20s and 30s, Nazis would travel all across the globe and destroy all related arts, media, books, references to queer people in general. That was their mission, to go all around the world to ancient sites, historical sites, and to destroy any mention of being queer, because they viewed it as so fundamentally evil that they want to erase it from history. So factor that in. I'm sure that there was a lot more stuff that we could have found if it weren't for that happening. So I'm just throwing that in there. But what we do have is mixed results, mixed records. But yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, there were definitely periods of Egyptian culture where that was a thing. Animals are smarter than us. I mean, it depends on how we define smart. I'm from Egypt. That's awesome. Can I go to your house and can you give me a tour of the pyramids? I love Egypt. I want to visit. If I ever get rich, if my show ever takes off and I have money and not living paycheck to paycheck, I want to tour every ancient civilization site in the whole world. I want to go to Egypt. I'm going to go to all the sites in South America, Europe. I'm going to go to the sites in Russia, but that's the thing about being trans. It's I have a fundamental right to walk this earth. I have a fundamental right as being a human being to explore the history of my people just being humans. But half the planet, if I go to Russia, I'll just get killed. Right? If I go to a lot of places in the Middle East, I'll just get killed. Some places in South America, I would just be killed, be jailed and murdered or tortured just for being trans. So it's most of the planet to me is just off limits just because of something who cares, right? But for whatever reason, this is the society we've constructed on a global scale. I drive a car to see my parents in the suburbs once a week. It was a car they paid for because I couldn't afford it on my own, but I only use it once a week. Still canceled. Pigeon playing chess. Yo, I'm way behind. Okay. I hated the public school experience. I homeschooled myself during the last few years and actually got done 2 years early. So at 16, I was done with that crap. Yeah, I just dropped out and got a GED. And I, without doing anything in 11th or 12th at all, I passed the GED pretty easily. It's not difficult. I think Egypt had trans pharaohs. Yep, there's reports of that as well. I'm big onto Egypt and I want to learn more, but makes sense. The scary brings clarity. Absolutely. For me, anyway, that's how my brain works. I have an anxiety disorder. So for me, oftentimes I will get into a panic attack just on a day-to-day basis. So when you introduce mushrooms to that experience, sometimes I'll have a full-blown panic meltdown and then it leads to, why am I panicking? I don't need to panic. Everything's fine. And then I'm cured of anxiety for 3 weeks. I feel that have happened yesterday. So, I mean, we'll see for the next couple of weeks how I'm feeling. But yesterday I felt I had a couple of breakthrough experiences. My first acid trip involved a lot of sensory deprivation and hard hallucination, feeling totally detached from my body. Yup. I think a lot of people would call that bad, but I had a good time. It depends, yeah. For sure. I recently finished Burgess's book on Hitchens. It was pretty lackluster. I mean, Burgess, he writes pamphlets, right? Each book is 90 pages or something. honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, Ben Burgess has inspired me to write a book. Like, if Ben Burgess, a college professor, can get published and he does like a 90-page like article in book form, I can write a book, right? Like, if he can do it, I can do it. Like, I mean, like, my God, right? Like, how long does it take to write 90 pages? I could probably do like mushrooms and do it in a week. Like, I could probably like take a couple grams of mushrooms and just write for like a 6-hour period and probably get a book done. So, you know what I mean? So anyway, no offense to, you know, to authors out there that write small books. I think short books are good. I'm in favor of short books. I'm just, you know, throwing that out there. I found Burgess on TMBS, but after watching a few videos from people who don't consider themselves progressives and they hate Republicans do dissections of so many on the left, and they gave me the new insight on Burgess. Sure. I think I understand what you mean there. There's a lot of sex involved, so yeah, it's pretty good. Egyptian sex ceremonies, I know a lot about them because when I would study lucid dreaming, for those of you that don't know, lucid dreaming, there's lots of reports of lucid dreaming in Egyptian culture. And one of the main tools that they used for lucid dreaming was blue lotus flower. But then when you look into the history of blue lotus flower, they would also soak it in wine. What they would do is they would go into these tombs. They would have wine soaked with blue lotus flower. For those of you that don't know what blue lotus flower is, when I got into the lucid dream show, I'm going to do a big thing on it. But it's like a like, insert 28 varies here. Mild psychedelic is what it's classified as. I'm skeptical, but what it does is it really fucks with your dreams, but also, like, you know, it gives you a slight buzz when you mix it with alcohol. So anyway, what they would do is they invented wine, and they invented the blue lotus flower, like, as a consumable drug. They would soak the blue lotus flower in wine. They would go into tombs for 3 days and just fuck each other for 3 days straight in, like, some, like, psychedelic, drunk fantasy rant. Like, they would have, like, sex orgies in tombs. They would last several days. And they would just, like, drink a bunch of wine, eat a bunch of flowers, and just fuck each other over and over again. Now, to me, sounds like the ancient Egyptians had a lot figured out. To me. Sounds like they had, you know, a couple of good ideas maybe we could learn from. Sam Cedar Show comedy is very influenced by Howard Stern. Extremely edgy bro. I've seen some Howard Stern. You know, when I agree with Howard Stern, I like his delivery. When I disagree with him, it's over the top, right? And so what that means is he's always over the top, which, you know, when you agree, it's good. Like when Howard Stern told people that are anti-vax to just kill themselves at home. Based. You know, I'm just saying. For someone who's against woke canceling, blah, 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 he sure does like to weaponize any infraction. Yeah, it's... Ugh. I don't want to like spend a whole stream talking about Burgess, but I guess, you know, I guess that's a thing that people are interested in. Hitchens at his best was amazing. I was a huge fan of Hitchens when I was young. I read my first Hitchens book when I was like 12 years old. So I'm a huge Hitchens fan. So, at least I was as a kid. I haven't read anything of him in a while, but... Burgess is on the Greenwald trajectory. I agree. Like, I personally think he could still turn around, maybe. But, you know, that's just my opinion. Like, I'm willing to accept that I may have a blinder on that. It's possible he's too far gone, but I don't know. I hope for the best. I always try to hope for the best in people. Sorry, I'm an hour late. Oh, shit. It's 1:15. Oh, my God. Okay. I might stop the stream soon because I gotta hit the urination station. So I'm gonna try to catch up. Gone with the Wind, starring Nick Cage. I'm in. I've never seen Reset Race. Hello, Mudjo. Yeah, I still have to watch that second hour of the Mark Monkey thing he did. I was pretty busy last week with Max the Dog related stuff, so I slipped my mind. Can you get Reset Race to dissect me? I'd love to be dissected. I like half agree, Jamie. Like, I definitely agree with where you're coming from. I'm not there yet, but I'm like 90% of the way there. Like, you say that same thing in a month from now, and I might be in lockstep. I like that quote. I have no idea what quote you're even going on. Great quote. What? Apparently I made a quote. I don't know what that is. Whenever I think about school, I think of that Chris Rock joke, lol. I dropped out of school, abs, got my GED, and people were like, you can go to college now. And I was like, slow your roll, lol, yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I was, like, family-related thing. It was like, I was somewhat very, very pressured by family members to try college, and I hated everything about it. Caused a lot of panic attacks, a lot of anxiety. No good. Realon, I saw that video too. I don't know what, like, Jen Pan, I think her name is. I was thinking about doing a video response to that. Like, that video was so fucking dumb. Like, I don't know why saying, yeah, the New Deal was pretty racist. We should look at that and learn from that and not do that again in a racist way. Why is that so difficult? Like, why do these tanky weirdos say, nope, socialists have never been racist. The New Deal was, yeah, sure, maybe black people were disproportionately discriminated against in New Deal policy, but it's not racist. No, it's not racist. Well, like, why would they, like, it's so fucking, ugh. So stupid. So fucking stupid. Like, Jacobin is just, what the fuck? Like, I subscribed to them, like, somewhere around maybe 3 years ago now. Maybe, I don't know. I just haven't bothered unsubscribing yet. Like, it's the last time it, like, gave me the option to I don't know. I don't think it's given me that. I don't know. But I'm probably not going to renew it. Yeah, school definitely feels like a prison. Blue Lotus flowers are legal in the US, so yeah, you can buy them online. Sounds based. Damn, I love that. Nice. Or is that in response to the sex orgies? Hell yes. Okay, I'm almost catching up. I took a type of flower that made you dream while you were awake. I'm not even going to name it here because it's very dangerous. Can you name it, though? Like, yeah, don't take it. But, like, can you name it anyway? Because I've heard of a couple flowers that can fuck with you, and I'm very interested. This blue lotus flower sex experience came to you in a lucid dream? I've never heard of this. Oh, it didn't come to me in a lucid dream. It's just what I read online. Burgess is pretty steeped in a socialist thought background. I don't agree, though. Like, he's, like, this, like, weird, like, not tanky per se, but, like, this really rigid definition of socialist that's, like, outdated. Like, he's, like, a 19th century socialist, you know? Like, he can't update his terminology. He can't update his language. He can't update anything to, like, not, like... It's just like, it's like a default where the default is bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's going to be like, he's on a trajectory that's like Greenwald's, but it's not going to, like, result in the same space. I don't think he's going to turn into a neo-Nazi like Glenn Greenwald is. But, like, he's just going to, like, I feel like he's on the Sam Harris kind of trajectory, like a neo-IDW kind of route. There is no socialism without well, I mean, yes. That's just a duh. Oh, I don't want that? Oh, okay. Well, tell them to do it anyway. I was pressured to go to college, but I would have had no financial support in it. Yeah. Fuck that. A day in advance. Well, you just got to write them down, and then when these come out, then you're ready. Open up the notepad. Am I concerned about the election in France? I am concerned about a lot going on, and yes. France, I mean, like, just, like, I don't even know what's going on with the Ukraine-Russia stuff. If Le Pen is in charge in France, that's going to fuck around with a lot of stuff there. Like, that is one angle. But then also, like, France, like, you know, fascism, not good, right? Like, queer people probably going to have to become political refugees. Have I been watching TYT lately? I haven't been watching any political podcast for like the last couple of weeks. Any free time I have to do YouTube, I just listen to music instead. I think I'm going to turn this off because I got to pee. Capitalapalapala, do you have a Discord or a Twitter? Can you send it to me? If you have one of those things, send it to me. Because I think I know which one you're talking about, but... Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't do any news today. I just, I'm trying to have a good vibes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to talk about shootings, death, and murder, and my, you know, trans people getting their rights stripped away and being killed and bullied into suicide. Not doing that today. But anyway, thank you all for watching the show. If you have anything else you want to know, feel free to leave a comment and I'll try to reply. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend.
So notice something. I defended him on his bad joke because I have standards and I have principles.
I would say, I'm not a beta male. I'm not a beta male. I'm not a beta male. I would say, I'm not a beta male. I'm not a beta male. You know, you're a beta male.
Beta.
Dumb as a shit fuck, you know, cringe tour, etc., etc.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the vote.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. So to happen with the Paralympics was so incredible and so inspiring for me. And I watched, it's a little tough to watch too much, but I watched as much as I could.
I hate the white man. He's of the devil. He was made in a cave.